Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with our probably first real video of NBA 2K23. I know I dropped a couple earlier in the year, but they were just they weren't nothing crazy. But today we are finally back. I got a new job, so that's why. I know I said I was back last time and I kind of just, disappeared, but this time we are actually back. I'm actually super motivated to make videos, so we are going to start dropping hopefully every single day. If not, at least 5 out of 7 days during the week. I'm holding myself to it. I got very, very strict procedures if I do not, but I will. I know I will. We're going to shoot for 7 days, but at least 5 days a week. But today, we are getting into where to start in NBA 2K23 MyTeam. Before we get into that, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hitting that sub button. Like I said, I'm back, so you know what I'm saying? Show just a little bit of love for everybody that's new. Stay on the ride because we are going to be dropping really good content, I promise you. But anyways, this is a video for the people who are just now getting into MyTeam. Endgame cards are about to come out, so you know what I'm saying? You might just be one of those people that just wait for the endgame cards to come out. The market crashes. A video about that will be dropping very, very shortly. But, you know, some people just like waiting and everything's cheaper. You know, you can get dark matters that you actually enjoy playing with and they're not 150,000 MT. So, you know, for the people who are just going to start getting into it, this is going to be your route. First of all, claim your Josh Giddey. This is not going to be a card that's going to play on your team, but it's going to make life a lot easier for the cards that are going to be on your team. So obviously, go ahead and claim your first Galaxy Opal Josh Giddey. If you have kind of dipped into it just a little bit before this season, that would definitely be nice. But if you haven't, that'll be your first Opal. If you have a couple Opals, maybe you have a couple Dark Matters, but they're old Dark Matters and you're just, you're just now coming back to the scene, that's still going to be a card that's going to help you. If you have Dark Matters that are still usable, then cool, you can use those. We are going to be trying to work towards Steven Adams, so keep that in mind. Do what you can to get towards level 10. Everything after that, we will talk about later in the video, but just try to work towards level 10, and you don't really have to grind for that. Typically, that just happens naturally. There's plenty of challenges like grab 2 rebounds in the game, like stuff like that, that'll just kind of work you towards level 10. But once you get your Josh Giddey, the reason why I said that is going to help you, throw a lineup together. You're going to be playing offline, so it's not going to be nothing crazy. It's going to be 4 triple threat games, and then it's going to be 1 5v5 that's super easy. But go ahead and grind towards this Bob Needle-Licky card. I don't know what it is with this guy, but they just make him an absolute demon every single year in my team. I seen that they were dropping it for free, and I really couldn't believe it. Also, this is going to get you a pink diamond coach, so you're already going to be getting +6 to attributes there. Isaiah Thomas, not a bad coach to have. I typically like going perimeter centric. Not going to be perimeter centric, but it will be better than having, a bronze or gold or whatever coach they give you off the bat. You're also going to get a couple more rewards throughout this, and like I said, you're going to earn some challenges naturally, so that's going to also help you work towards level 10. Once you get your Isaiah Thomas and your Bob Needle-Licky, you're instantly going to go over to the Jack Sigma challenges, and you're going to start working towards him. You're going to need a center. There's a lot of big centers out there. I don't have this card just because I have the big centers, so this doesn't really do much for me. Same thing with the Needle-Licky. I already have cards that are in that spot. I have Chet Holmgren, and from comparison, my friend has him on his account, and I tried him. He really just is a shorter Chet Holmgren, so it doesn't make any sense for a card I spent 700,000 MT to lock in for. And being a Thunder player, which is obviously my favorite team, doesn't make any sense for me to get Needle-Licky. But nonetheless, a really good card. Probably, I'd say, the best jump shot in the game. And then you come down and get Sigma. You get you a good center that can knock down a 3 and play some defense. After that, you're going to continue on with these challenges, and you're going to come down and get Terry Cummings. They dropped him the day before Sigma. You're going to be wanting to play him at the 3, so I'd say off the bench behind Needle-Licky is going to be your best option. But these are just cards right now. We are building a triple threat online team mainly, so these are just cards giving you flexibility. Not really going to be jumping into unlimited with these cards yet, obviously, because you don't have a full 10, but we are going to work towards getting an unlimited team by the end of this video. And after that, your last all-time challenge, at least that I'm going to recommend. Not saying that any of these cards are bad. As you see, I started working towards Vucevic, but I kind of gave up on it. Not saying any of these cards are bad, but you're going to work towards Steven Jackson. Get you a shooting guard, got some good hops to him, Got really good rim animations from what I've seen, so I'd definitely say go ahead and grab this card. Jump shot as well seems to be pretty good. Stats all around, just a really, really good card. And yeah, he'll be able to hold down your 2. So at that point already, your lineup would be point guard, Giddy, shooting guard, Steven Jackson, small forward, Nita Licky, and then either power forward or center, you'll have Jack Sigma. Probably power forward, and you can slide Steven Adams in there at this 5. You may not believe this, but that Steven Adams card is actually a beast. I don't know what it is. I'm a Thunder fan, so I mean, props to 2K, I guess. But that card's a beast. I mean, you could see my centers here. I have problems against that card. I mean, I literally have been in games where he will just horse Kareem and Rick. And there's also Bol. I have 2 other guys that are 6'10 almost, 6'8 and 6'9 on the court. I mean, I got 5 guys that are really close to 7 foot. And I still get problems from that Steven Adams card. So trust me, when I tell you that that's going to be a good starting 5, it really is. And then you can automatically take that team and jump into clutch time online. I'm not going to tell you to grind this too much. I'd say grind to the 10 win mark just because you get 5,000 MT. That doesn't seem like a lot, but it's better than what you got, because if you are just starting, you're not going to have any MT. You'll earn a little bit from those games that you're going to play. If you do want to get crazy and grind to 30 wins, you can. Obviously, you get to spin the wheel every time, so you do get an opportunity to get this guy. I don't know how to say his name. Sarunas, my man Sarunas. You do get a chance to get him. But beyond triple threat, or beyond clutch time online, I would say triple threat online might be your best bet, because this Horace Grant card is just a monster. Before I got Artis, he was in my lineup. He is an absolute monster. I actually got him fairly quick. I got him on the triple threat co-op board, but I have seen him on the actual triple threat board at the top, and I did get him, but I had to quick sell him because I already had him. But this card right here, in terms of jump shots, he's got one of the best. Super smooth release, a great fade. He's got a good step back. I don't know why we're in tendencies here. He's got a great step back, only at 85.3, but that jump shot really does make it feel like a 99. 95 on the driving dunk, 86 on the ball handle. Great defensive stats. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Having a power forward that can step out and guard anybody is absolutely amazing. 98 rebounding both ways. Great speed, great vertical to get up on those rebounds and get up there with the 7-footers. Just overall, a really good card. Only being 6'10 is kind of rough, but I promise you, he is going to stand in there just fine. I had him on my bench for a while, and I grinded my way through Unlimited with him playing that backup 4, and he had no problem next to Chet and Ralph. He was still getting his rebounds. Like I said, great jump shot. Really a card that you want to get. This is a card that really could be on your team for a really long time. Definitely a guy that if you do get him, I would start him over Jack Sigma. So at that point, Sigma would be your power forward off the bench. But that card right there is an absolute monster. Like, there's no other way to put it. I'm not going to lie. Next thing you're going to do is once you actually build up some sort of team, you're going to have some MT, obviously. Like I said, if you grind through your clutch time, take that MT, buy whatever cards you want. There's a ton of good Dark Matters that are cheap. I mean, this Caleb Martin I've heard great things about. And there's just a bunch of cards. Wow, Karolinko for $1 million. That's definitely not suspicious. This Josh Smith, OG Anunoby. There's a Brandon Ingram card in that set that's really good too. This Sean Kemp's a great card. There are a lot of good Dark Matters right now for cheap. So find whichever ones you like. Try a couple of them out. You can always sell them. Keep in mind that 10% auction fee. You will lose a little bit if you sell them for the same price. But once you get all that, build as best of a team as you can and just start grinding some of these challenges. You can even, when the packs drop every week, you can just go through and say, okay, this Jeremy Lin is 5,000 MT. Let me buy him, do the 75 points, get this 3,000 XP, and just start working your way towards Zion. It's really easy to hit it. I haven't done much grinding in terms of XP, and I'm 15,000 away. I'm not really in any rush to get him. I don't think he has a spot on my team, but just because Chet's there. But if I do get him, he might get a shot. And then lastly, work through Unlimited. Do your best. I don't expect anybody to go crazy. I'm 27 and 19. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I quit out of every game that I played Manute Bowl, and I suggest the same. Save the time, save the rage, save all that. Every time I see Manute Bowl in a lineup, I quit. I know my team's sweaty. I know all that. and I have absolutely no doubt that I will beat them. But I just can't do the anger. I'm going to get way too angry all game. I suggest if you see Manute Bol, just quit, because at that point he has hero Jokic, he has hero Ben Simmons, he has hero Yao Ming, he has hero Tim Thomas. So if I see Manute Bol, see ya, I quit. So my record's bad because of that. I really don't care. It doesn't penalize you for quitting or losing games. So I'd say out of those 19 losses, at least 14 of them would be quits. The 27 wins, a lot of people quit out, so you don't need 27 wins to get artists. Unfortunately, if people quit out in the first quarter, you only get like 100 points. If you make it through the whole game, you get closer to 300. So I'd say more like 20 wins should get you artists, if not really close. You do get points for losses too, not if you quit out, but if you finish the game and lose, I think you get like 150 points, so that definitely helps. But that artist card is a monster. Definitely starting center worthy. This Rick Smits card, that jump shot's just too damn good. Nothing really in this game can replace him right now. Porzingis invincible tomorrow could, but I don't think so. Just because Kareem's already at the 4, I like Rick at the 5. I might get that Porzingis and put him where Ralph is off the bench. But I do like that Ralph Sampson card too. If that card ever drops in price for you budget players, you better have him. Speaking of budget players, I do have a budget video that will be coming soon. I want to say that the drop at 11 o'clock Eastern today will be the market crash video. I want the cards to drop first to really get a read on it. Sometimes the market crashes and then you post a video, and then once those cards actually drop, the market kind of pops back up because people realize that endgame KD is going to be like 1.5 million MT. But I do expect a pretty good market crash, especially for the regular Dark Matters, and that video will be coming out, and then after that we will have a budget video. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in and stayed the entire video. Make sure you're hitting that like button, make sure you're hitting that sub button, and I'm out.